Take 3. Oh my gosh. I am tongue-tied. My voice is a little hoarse. This weather is just it's just crazy. It's in the 50s here. It's insane. And we've been flooding, so my husband's trying to clean up the water. But this is seeding out, and I'm going to collect seed from it, the dandelion, and then go ahead and pull it out. Go ahead and let the kohlrabi grow, and then I'll fill this area with nice sweet bell peppers. This is one of the rocks my friend made me from Kansas. She came up here. She comes up every year to get plants from me, and she does those rocks. They're so pretty. I have another one and another one up by the house. I went ahead and planted a bunch of the sweet bell peppers in here. I will be able to save seeds from each of these varieties, and I have some more to plant too. I just did these 2 days ago, but then I can save seeds for them without cross-pollination, because there's no pollinators in here. And then I still have some other trays that need to be planted. Oh, knocked over that jade plant. And then I've got some Brussels sprouts coming on, and my tomato jungle. And I messed up on the video. I climbed up on the ladder and I went ahead and harvested that. It looked red until I picked it, and then I realized it's not quite done, so I'll put it in the window. I came up here, the Swiss chard was so thick. Of course, I got to clean up the litter underneath there, but there was a little DK's brown snake. Harmless, but I didn't really want him in here, so I got him out, put him in a jar, and then looked at the Oklahoma snake identification thing. Couldn't determine, so I sent the pic to the group, the snake identification group, and then they told me what it was. It's harmless, and then I'll let it go. It's in the front yard. It's still where I left it yesterday. And it's alive. It's moving around. But there's some beefsteaks coming on. And the tomato jungle. This is the area I still haven't got fixed. It's so busy. And then look at these rough woods. That's the Bush Yellow Cayenne. Those are doing marvelous. They're getting so big. When I grow them outside, the plants never got this big. None of the peppers ever got this big. So they're thriving in here. And then here's another roughwood pepper that I'm growing for the roughwood seed collection. And this is the Beretta Vermelia or something like that. And I went ahead and brought some more stakes up because they're like impeding the walkway. Look, that's one of them. And I've never seen them. I grew probably 4 of these in my greenhouse, the same plant, to collect seeds for I think about 5 years until we had that Arctic blast, and then I lost a bunch. So I replanted this year and put them in here, and they are taking off. Oh, I don't want these in here because they will eat my ladybugs. And they are just going to town. Not only are they big, but they are like, they have a ton of blooms. Like they are going everywhere. And then I have a mystery, that vine. See that vine? It's supposed to be a bush bean, but that's not a bush bean. That is a vining bean. And I don't know how that happened, but the packet said bush variety. I think it was I'll have to look and see which one. I got that one from Seed Savers, so normally I never had trouble with their stuff. But look at this. I haven't even got them all put up, and they keep falling down. I'm going to have to get in here. I took the kitchen shears in there to clean them, and I forgot to bring them back out. This little monster, I've been taking these and throwing them back outside. There's a screen, and we push it shut, so I don't know how they're getting in here. But I don't hardly have any ladybugs. course, this last few rounds of purchasing ladybugs has been a disaster. Most of them are dead on both places I bought them from. So, I'm probably not going to do ladybugs in here. Unfortunately, I love those things. But I'm going to have to go, excuse me, to, I guess, praying mantids, because they'll eat the spiders too. Look at that. That's nice, but I think it needs to get a little bit more red. There's another good-sized beefsteak in there. There's some beefsteaks down there. Got all kinds of stuff coming on. I'm very excited about. My husband saw this. Lemon. They look like limes at first, but then they change color and they are lemons. So that's kind of fascinating. In this whole area where I dug up the cabbages and took them out, I'm probably going to do lettuce and some Swiss chard. No Swiss chard. Lettuce, spinach, maybe some arugula. I won't have to worry about it taking over because the wind normally blows the seed everywhere. And kale. But look at this. This side I got done, and then they just keep going and going. They're thriving in this environment. I guess it's like it's got its own ecosystem in here, and so they are really thriving. Outside when I do tomatoes, they never do like this. I can trim them and trim them, but you can see I trimmed up all these and they're already starting to go crazy again. It's hard to keep up with. And then on top of everything else, and I'm going to go ahead and leave the rosemary in here. There's some calendula. I planted some bergamot, daisy, some little sweet peppers. I still have so much to plant, but we're flooding right now. And so it's going to take me a little bit. Oh, I was going to show you guys the other rock. There's the other rock. It's really pretty. And this whole area, I'm trying to get the time to fix this little, build a little bed that'll slant. And then I can grow these watermelons up here for this rough wood. Kind of excited about them. And then another type of a melon for them. Anyway, guys, I thought I would show you what's going on in the greenhouse. And everything's thriving to the point I can't keep up. And I will take you into the garden. We got a lot of flooding going on, and I'm still like waiting to plant. Talk at y'all later.